Hi, EnergeticAlien. I just watched your latest video and I noticed some points that I want to talk about with you concerning your video. Well, first of all, you were like asking why the directors have to make so many movies about the Second World War. And if you ask me, I think the authors or the directors want to show how horrible and how terrible and how wrong the Second World War was. I mean, surely there wasn't ever a thing that was more conscious concerning war in people's minds. So they think it's very important to make the movies to show how wrong this war was, and maybe to take a part to avoid that this will happen ever again. I mean, no director will avoid the war, of course, but they are artists, you know, and artists want to move something, and they want to cause thoughts in people's minds, and that's what they're doing with those movies, I think. Second, the topic gay and Second World War is always something which is very, very special, because you know, in the late phase of the Second World War, of course, nobody ever admits when he was gay, because, you know, obviously. But there were even people in the SA, you know, it was a team of the early Nazis, and they were gay, and nobody really cared at the beginning. It was more when everything got more important, when the whole Nazi thing got more important, then eventually all gay people, all disabled people, all people with weird sicknesses, you know, were like killed just because of this, you know. I mean, if you weren't 100% Aryan, and if you weren't 100% German, if you weren't 100% the German picture, then eventually, you know, you got killed. Well, the third point is, he was elected. That's true. Hitler was elected by Germany, and how is that possible? And I try to put it in a nutshell, you know. In the 30s, Germany was a very, very poor country. You know, we have been hungry and poor, and suddenly a very good spokesman showed up and was like making a big deal, making a big show, and he promised Germany to end this, you know, to end the hunger, to end this poor way of living. Now, of course, all Germans were like totally joyful for that. I mean, of course they were, you know. Plus, we had a very, very weak political system. It wasn't as complicated as it is today in Germany. Today in Germany, it's not exactly possible to to let someone like Hitler take over the entire political system, you know. So that's one point where I can say that won't happen like that again, not in that way. Well, the fourth point is well, of course, why not visiting, you know, Germany, concerning the tolerance of gay people and stuff. You can walk around freely here, of course. I mean, first, you don't have a sign on your head which says, "Hey, I'm gay, beat the shit out of me." Second, of course, we have a lot of morons, idiots, suckers, assholes and motherfuckers in our society who are against gay people. But who doesn't have this anyway? I mean, I think you have many people in the USA who are against gay people, and you know, and even if you don't live in the USA, you know, and no matter where you go, you always have people who are against it, you know. But it doesn't matter at all, you know. Well, normally it's totally okay to be gay or stuff here, you know. I mean, many people are tolerant here, and many people are intolerant, but you have this in other countries too, so there's no big difference in Germany. Well, fifth point, you want to visit Germany. Good idea, why not? I mean, I always like the idea to travel the world, you know, to explore the planet where you live in, you know, the world you live in. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't really say that Germany is one of the most beautiful countries ever or something. Not at all, but well, that's just my opinion. Well, I always like the idea of people from other countries like America or I don't know, Canada or wherever visiting Germany. Why not? I think it's always good to visit other countries for a good relationship between people from overseas and stuff, you know. The sixth and last point is you said that Hitler was like the most important person, which is actually right, but it's not that. But that's not the whole picture, you know. There was a guy called Goebbels, and Goebbels was, in my opinion, even a bit more dangerous than Hitler was. Hitler was the idealist, you know. He was the man with the main idea and you know, and stuff. But Goebbels actually was, in my opinion, even a bit more mad and a bit more crazy and a bit more hungry for power and stuff. He was always secretly planning things, and well, if you hear him talk, maybe you even find something of him on YouTube, I don't know. If you hear him talk, he was even more enraged, and he was more into the things he said.